Okay, so check this out. I created a custom GPT that's been duplicatable and replicatable in Claude or Chat. And the outcome of it is to take someone's My Human design, which I love, My Human design, and help with the undefined areas of the body with the outcome of healing it using hertz frequencies and music. The thinking behind that is that our bodies are vibrational, and we are born a certain way on the planet at a certain time at a certain place, and that geography is helpful to us to know kind of what our life lessons are and areas that we will be more influenced. So white areas mean that there was just not a planet or the sun or the moon in the snapshot on both sides, and these areas mean there was. So these are considered defined areas. So it's kind of you're consistent in these parts of you. And these are undefined, which makes you more susceptible to like environmental influences, other people, toxic environments. And so the GPT understands that there's certain hertz frequencies, which is basically sound, and it would be better for one design than another. So, whereas one person sitting next to you might have a vibe that strikes you wrong, or listening to sound that's very unpleasant to you might be very pleasant to somebody else. So, we can figure a lot out from knowing what our design is and what's not. Some people go onto YouTube at night and they will put on hertz frequencies to help them sleep, like my son Adrian. And when he listens to it, it puts him out. But knowing him and having done his design, I might say, Adrian, why don't you try this other number of hertz frequency instead, because it's just more specific to your body. So I do my friend Carolyn's. Carolyn has a clinic. She's one in Phoenix, and it has a table. So the sound table vibrates, and she puts her headset on, and you can hear it. So we do hers with a sound table. So we do a design first for her. So I put into GPT first. I say like upload My Human design. Here's my own. Okay. And I ask it, what are the hertz frequencies best for this design? And it has it. So for Carolyn, I show her what hers are so she knows it for the best health and wellness of her body, which all supports her undefined areas. And then it keeps kind of blocks out the rest of the world a little bit, just enough. And then we take the code and we put it into Suno and we tell it which codes are best. And then it turns it into music that we be healing for her. So it's kind of like meditating or praying subconsciously without thinking about it. So in Carolyn's design, she has these spots that are open. And in these spots right here, it is more variable rate. Like she can have more life lessons, but they will be more influenced by outside of her body. On the head, which is about 70% of people, Anja, 70% of people, very open here, lots of questions, lots of answers. Where you talk to God is up here. You know, when people prostate, put their head down, that's at the top of their head, and their Anja, so questions and answers. Then her solar plexus, which is her emotions and feelings, and it often means that person is somebody who has to think on something and the next day it comes back to them, whereas sacral people they have a gut fast instinct, so they can be a little different. And then the spleen and the root will have more life lessons for her because they're undefined. So it means it can be 10 times stronger or actually even kind of more influenced and variable, weaker almost. And so I would ask her things like, you know, have you kind of built skill sets around relationship with fear and struggle, ability to let go? Because someone can build skill sets if this is an undefined area for them. And then her root chakra, like that area of her body, which is undefined, not supported at her birth by planets and etc. Does she feel rushed and pressured? Maybe she's developed skill sets to make her 10 times stronger around the pressure of urgency and feeling rushed. So we put in her codes assigned with these and what heals the body. And then it creates really wonderful music. So I'll put on one of Orion's. This is actually a really great song. And as you can see, it's all written in here.